Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Thursday, the 20th of August. We continue to read our way through Ruth bit by bit. And yesterday we read that Ruth had gone out gleaning and came home with this huge amount that she'd gleaned. And as she comes back to Naomi, her mother-in-law's astounded. And verse 19, she says, "Where did you glean today? Where did you work? Blessed be the man who took notice of you." She can see this wasn't just sort of the gleaning. This was somebody had helped her in this. Then Ruth told her mother-in-law about the one whose place she had been working. The name of the man I worked with today was Boaz, she said. And at this point, Ruth doesn't know who Boaz is. Naomi suddenly remembers. "The Lord bless him," Naomi said to her daughter-in-law. "He has not stopped showing kindness to the living and the dead." She added, "That man is our close relative. He is one of our kinsman redeemers." And it's almost as though suddenly here, Naomi gets a glimpse of things changing. Ruth had gone out that morning. They'd had nothing. They'd come back. They were destitute. They were widows. They had no land. They clearly had very little to live on. And Ruth comes back with this huge amount of barley that she'd been harvesting. Clearly God had blessed her and somebody had helped her. And that changes her picture. And for the first time here, you have a sense of Naomi becoming a little more positive. She's no longer saying, "Oh, don't call me Naomi, which means pleasant. Call me Mara, which is bitter, because I'm bitter and the Lord's made my life bitter." Suddenly she says, "No, the Lord bless the man that has helped you." And this glimmer of hope changes her situation slightly. Not much had changed. They had a bit more food. But she suddenly sees, no, things can get better. And particularly as she realizes this person who's took notice of Ruth is a relative of theirs. So we look for glimmers of hope in the darkness. And sometimes that little glimmer doesn't change our situation, but it changes our understanding. That we suddenly see, no, God, even in this darkness, God is there. And then she says, "May the Lord bless him." Simply, she couldn't do anything to repay. There's nothing she could do to show that they were thankful, to repay for what they'd got, to make good. But she did say, "The Lord bless him." And we need to remember as Christians that when we pray for people, when we pray for God's blessing on people, we are actually doing something for them. It's not just an escapism. If we believe that God is real, that God is there, that God is part of our world, that God is involved in our lives, praying for people is making a difference in their life. So I pray for the people that are praying for you. And I encourage you, catch those glimmers of hope when things are dark. And as you pray for people, pray with the knowledge that that is making a difference in their lives. And be blessed.